Hello there guys, Pandemonium here, and welcome back to episode 6 of my Tomb Raider Let's Play series. This is the second half of St. Francis Folly. This is where I'm going to show you guys the God Rooms, I guess is what I'm going to call them. This is going to be quite nice and simple. I am having to post-record this one because a little bit of an audio bug came up on my computer. I know a couple of bugs came through this level, but hopefully they're all going to be sorted now. But yeah, I'm going to post-record this. Should be nice and simple anyway. Yes, so I've come into the Neptune room now. This is the first room, the easiest room, I believe. I think it is anyway. It takes literally about 2 minutes to complete, if that. So yes, what you're going to want to do is jump into that pool, and there's a current that will carry you all the way down. But you're going to want to find this lever, which will open up a door, cancel that current, and you'll grab a key. But all of this has to be done in one breath. It may seem like an easy room because there's not much to do, but if you don't do it in one breath, then you're dead, pretty much. That's the whole challenge of this room. And when I was playing this, I messed around so much I didn't think I was going to make it. However, I literally scraped to the surface, pretty much, clinging for breath. But yes, so that was the first room completed. That's Neptune done. After this, I'm going to make my way down to the Atlas room, which is, again, fairly simple. The first two rooms aren't exactly the hardest. They just required, well, Neptune's room didn't require a little bit of thinking. Atlas's definitely does. I'm going to be saving quite a lot through this episode because this is one of the games that you don't have checkpoints in. You will load from a save. That's sort of the way that quite a few PlayStation 1 games played it. That was kind of stupid of me doing that one though. However, it did take me right down outside Atlas's door, which is useful. And again, I think we encounter a gorilla here. I keep forgetting about this gorilla. I did last time. I did during the playthrough. As you can see, I didn't notice it till I got around the corner. But yeah, this is a fun room, I guess. What you're going to want to do is, as you can see, there's a boulder right at the end. Guess where that goes? Follows you right down the bottom. So what you want to do is slowly walk forward until that starts to drop. And then you're going to pretty much want to do exactly what I do here, which is different due to I'm not being very good at this game. But yeah, you want to take a step back, 2 jumps, and then you're down in this little hole. Face flat against that wall and you're going to be perfectly fine, and then you can help yourself to a med pack. Nice. Now it's just the easy bit of the room, just climbing to get the key, which is fairly simple. This is me trying to explain it in my gameplay at the time. However, my audio just completely crapped out here. But anyway, yeah, we're going to jump all the way up to the top, which is fairly nice and simple. And we'll go grab the Atlas Key. So that's 2 out of 4 now, which is pretty good. We're 3 minutes in, it's 2 out of 4 keys. I thought this episode's going to go pretty quick, to be honest. However, the next 2 rooms are quite hard. They dramatically spike in difficulty. The Thors Room is an absolute pain. There's 2 halves to the Thors Room that you have to get past. And the first bit is, if you don't do it right, you're pretty much instantly dead. Any mistake that you make. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. And then the second half of Thors Room is just a timing issue. But we'll come to that as and when I actually reach that point. At this point, you probably can hear the lions underneath me. Yeah, don't know where they spawned from, but the more basically, if you pick up a few keys, they'll spawn down the bottom, because eventually that's where you're going to have to go. As you can see, I've just walked into the Thors Room now. Quick save, because it's a pain, this room. It really is an absolute nightmare. As you can see, literally just walk into the room, and then lightning starts appearing, which is absolutely fantastic. What you're going to want to do, though, is run straight off to the right. As you can see, though, the lightning only hits these metal plates. However, if Lara was to run across she'll get struck, because it strikes the highest point, I guess. Which is actually something lightning does. what you're going to want to do is run into this corner, and then you're going to need to swan dive across. You want to swan dive so that you hit that metal plate, and you should roll off to the end. However, first time round, I completely didn't do that. I just normal jumped, and there we go. A death. That's just me being so nice and showing you how not to do it there. Now I take a couple of minutes to try and practice my swan dives, because on the keyboard it's quite a difficult thing. It was quite easy on the controller because I think it was just like both of the both R1 and L1 and jump. I think that's pretty much it, or something like that. And then on the keyboard it's whatever you've made walk, but you have to be running. You have to hit walk and jump at the same time. What a confusing time. However, we should be able to do it this time. So yeah, we want you to just swan dive straight over that metal plate, and then you're into the next room like there's no tomorrow. Basically, you want the timing for that is that you're going to want to jump when the lightning's hitting any other plate but that one you're running onto. But now we're in a room with Thors Hammer, which I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go. Thors Hammer. Nice. But this is tricky, because what you want to do is stand on this pressure pad until the hammer comes to drop, I guess. Until the hammer drops. And I chicken out so much in this. I take about 2 or 3 times to do it. I just don't fancy dying, to be honest. Don't fancy being squashed by a hammer. But I managed to do it that time. But what you want to do is run right into this wall, because 2 blocks drop down, and to be honest, I don't think you want to be crushed by those. That's not an easy way to go either. Now it's just a case of pushing blocks around. The fun old challenge of this. It's an absolute pain. Yeah, we want to push this block all the way against the wall so you can actually climb up. You probably don't need to push it all the way against the wall. You could probably do it from there and jump across, but I'd rather play it safe than sorry with this and push it all the way up against the wall. There we go. That's a half decent job right there. So yes, and I guess this is like a third bit of the puzzle, is that you have to move all this, and then there is a bit of a jump to get the key. And by a bit of a jump, it's like at the beginning of the level. If you don't run and jump and grab perfectly, or like the bridge in the Lost Valley episode, actually, the one where you go to get the cog, the broken bridge. If you don't run, jump, and grab that perfectly, then you're going to drop down to your death in this one. It's a lot higher drop, especially for me that I've got no health at the moment on this playthrough from what I remember. Oh, my voice. It's hard having to commentate this pretty much twice all at once. But yeah, this is what takes up most of the time of this episode, is pushing these blocks all the way to the end. I don't know why they pushed them so far away from where they needed to be, but I guess, I don't know, it's a pain. But yeah, what you want to do is jump up here, grab this little med pack. I guess that's sort of a favour to you, saying take this, because if you don't have any health and you don't drop, you'll die. And it is a running, there you go. I'm saving as well because I don't think I'm going to make this. Running, jump, and grab. I literally just make it. You see what I mean by it is one of those, if you don't time perfectly, you will not make it. So we'll pick up the Thors Key, and now that's 3 out of the 4. That's, like I said, Thors Room's not too bad. You just need to know a couple of, it's a lot about skill rather than sort of anything like that. It's tries your patience a little bit with the old blocks, but you just have to make your way through it. Now, to get out of this room, you're going to want to do exactly the same thing again, because the lightning is still there. Even though you can't see it because you're not in the room yet, the lightning is still there. But what we want to do is take a walk. Not there. Don't go there because you will die. You'll fry. I made a massive mistake, and I'm glad I saved right before then. But you want to take a couple of steps towards the edge there. I think I literally just walk here and then go to do a running swan dive. There we go. So we're going to run now. Yeah. Swan dive right over the plate and jump into the corner, and you're going to be perfectly fine. And then just want to run out of the room. So that's 3 rooms done now out of the 4. So we're going to head our way down to the Damocles Room. which is just the next floor down from what I remember. Playing a little bit safer in this mission just because I died so many times trying to record that first half. I don't know if you guys saw the outtakes video, but yeah, there were about twice as many more deaths as that, just spread out through the level. So I just save. Oh no, I didn't save actually. I didn't quite save because I don't need to yet. This is the safe part of this level. You can literally just run through. But as you just saw there are hanging swords from the ceiling of this mission, which makes it incredibly an incredibly lovely mission. So yeah, you just want to run through, head to this door. What that door does is then activate the swords. But yeah, if you run straight through, you'll be fine. If you jump up onto that plinth, you'll pick up Damocles Key. So that's all 4 keys now. But instead of leaving the room straight away, you're going to want to jump up to the top of his little altar and pick up yourself a small medipack and some large shotgun shells. There we go. Coming useful, even though I'm not using the shotgun at the moment, but hey ho. I've used it once through this whole playthrough, but trust me, when you start getting to the Egypt levels or the later Greece levels, you're going to need all the different kinds of ammo that you can get, because some of the enemies, trust me, start getting a lot harder. Anyway, back to Damocles Room. I'm going to show you quickly how to, well, slowly in fact, how to deal with this room. You want to take one step at a time. Do not run, don't sort of cockily just keep walking. You're going to want to take one step at a time through the majority of this room. Just because if you get touched by any of those swords, you're dead. Just very much like Thors Room, you're dead. Just they're all like insta-deaths, rather than just sort of, I don't know, slowly waning away at your health. They're just insta-deaths. There was a boulder in Atlas Room, that's an insta-death. And there was drowning in Neptune's room. That's not quite an insta-death, but with the amount of health that I had, yeah, it would have been. So we're going to slowly walk our way through. See, these swords are literally dropping at my feet. It's pretty terrifying. I can't imagine being in Lara's position at this point. Literally just swords drop in. And I would be, to put it nicest way, I would be crapping on myself. These 2 swords come down at you at once, which is even more terrifying. But yeah, it gets pretty safe now. You don't have to worry too much until the very end. At this point I was terrified because I couldn't see a thing. But yeah, now you can just sort of, I think I cockily, yeah, just carry on walking. There we go. See, if I had taken another step, that would have been me dead. But once those 2 come down, you can just run straight out the room. And now that's rooms 4 out of 4 completed. Now it's a little bit of combat time. I'm going to try and take out these lions, I believe, from the top, so I don't have to deal with them. There we go, right. Pull out your guns, Lara. And now, yeah, we start shooting these. However, our old friend is back down there. Old Pierre, I think it is. Is it Pierre? Yeah, probably. I mentioned it at the beginning of last episode what his name is, and now I've completely forgotten it. But yeah, we meet our old friend Pierre, who's encountered by two of his lion buddies, and I so very nearly die there, which is absolutely terrifying. Same principle though, you do just have to do enough damage for him to despawn. I think he despawns here. However, he comes and surprises me, and I'm just going to kill him. Deals. There you go. He's off now. He's off. Sweet. So that's him now dealt with, and we're going to start doing the end of the level bit. These are where you place all of your god's keys, I guess. Start from the Neptune key. Each key releases one of the bars, and once that door's open, it's the end of the level. So we're slowly making our way to that point now. So yeah, we've just used Neptune's key, Atlas's key, and then as you can probably guess, it's probably Thors Key, and then Damocles, and then that would be the right up to the end. It's just a pain. There's a lot in St. Francis Folly. It's a lot of just painful experiences. So the beginning was a lot of jumping around in that hallway. This bit is a lot of climbing and dropping out of this tower. So to open up all of the doors in the first place, you need to drop from the top floor down to the bottom. You open up all the doors and you have to go back up to the top, and then then you start making your way back down again. It's a lot of repetitive stuff. But anyway, that's the end of St. Francis Folly, level 5. We're going to make our way now to level 6, which is Colosseum. It's going to be another big level. These Greek levels are fairly large. However, if you want to carry on watching this series, I'm going to play right through to the end, hopefully. Probably going to skip most of the deaths, but I will try and do what I can for you guys. I'm going to try and make these episodes a little bit longer as well. Instead of cutting this one up, I should have just made it one episode. But yes, I'm going to try and make a max length of 30-minute episodes, but most of the levels should fall into that quite nicely for one YouTube episode. So then guys, I'm going to make my way off now. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I'm going to go. This is the beginning of the next level. As you can see, I didn't stop recording because I'm still talking. But yeah, this is Colosseum. I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Like, comment and subscribe. I'm signing off now. See you later guys.